Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609. It's a cool day here. It's about 66 degrees and cloudy as far as I can tell. It's still dark outside. But anyway, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It's right now. And right now just went right on by. So if there's anything you want to do, you better be doing it. And use calculatus eliminatus. If you want to find out where something is, you got to find out where it ain't. But anyway, I want to say thanks to Kate here in Alpine. She, a young lady that lives here in this area, and she's been very helpful, and I appreciate it. You know, not many people want to take time to help other people nowadays, but she did, and I appreciate it. And what else? Today, we'll do. I drove over to the McDonald Observatory, and I did one driving in, and then I did another one about around the visitor center, even though it was closed, but I did it anyway. But yeah, so you'll have those coming up for today and tomorrow, and then also today is Friday, so it's Beer 30. Okay, we'll chat about something, even if it's nothing, right? Just whatever it takes to maintain our sanity. Anyway, I've been living in an RV a long time. Everybody knows that. This is a Class C motorhome. And never worry about what you cannot change. That's a good point. And then this little girl sold me for $5 says, dream it, wish it, do it. And all it is was that she put that little sticker on an empty box. She started off at 15. I said, are you selling those? She said, yeah. I thought it was like Girl Scout stuff. I said, how much is it? She said, $15. I said, yo. Starting off a little high, ain't you, honey? Anyway, be that as it may. She was about 8 or 9, maybe younger. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. She was a kid. And what else? Oh, here we got some stuff here. Let's do some comments, Rusty. Okay, let's do that thing. Anyway, today is Friday, guys. This is TGIF, a weekend coming up. And all I got to tell you is if there's something you want to do, you better be doing it, okay? Anyway, Mark Bahek. Rusty, 200 mile is really nothing for a Texas food drive. I've done long trips from Detroit for food often. Well, he says 800 miles round trip with international border crossing, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Mark, you do you and I do me, but that's a hell of a long trip to get something to eat. Al Fur, thumbs up. John B. says that spider is at least 10 to 12 inches across. Well, actually, it was about like this, probably 6 or 8 inches, maybe. No, it was a big spider. It would have got your attention, I promise you that. And blades, I had a scorpion in my living room heading for my bare foot. I've now got scorpion spray. Think they must have seen the delivery. Haven't seen one since. Ha ha ha. Yeah, well, it's the way it goes. It's kind of like driving your car into the service department at a car dealer and telling them it does this, and then you try to get it to do it, and it won't do it. You know what I mean? Scotty Thompson says, cool video talk, nice blue shirt, Rusty. Thank you, Scotty Thompson, the masked bowler from Wisconsin. Anyway, yeah, Darrell, 2000, thumbs up to you on the home thing. Jennifer Dyke says, I vote eliminates. Eliminatus, calculatus, eliminatus. She votes eliminatus. Yeah, I do too. But you know, if those old antique Jeeps came with it, that'd probably be a hell of a deal. I don't think they do. I'm sure they don't, as a matter of fact. Matt Gullage. Rusty enjoyed the drive along. Funny about how many ended up living on the same street. Yeah, no kidding, man. I mean, there must be 40% of the population within 50 feet of that house. Louis Paparella. Flat fender Jeeps, Willys are valuable in certain circles. Yeah, well, apparently there's antique cars that are valuable. You know, and the same person. My last job in the oil patch was on road maintenance by a dozer. My truck developed many squeaks and rattles. A road grader does a better job with a smoother driving surface. A month after the job ended, no more rattles or squeaks. Rusty, you do you, I do me, but not there. No, I'm not going to go there. You're right. I mean, I lived out on the Terlingua Ranch out in West Texas near Big Bend for a couple of years. And no, you go down a rough road long enough and enough times, not only does it get your car rattled, uh, but of course I was driving a '79 Chevrolet pickup, so I didn't really notice any change. But the tires, they take a beating. Levi Brewer says, too much money, and I thought so too. Barbara Toynes, Toynes, you're hilarious, Rusty. I laughed out loud multiple times. I give it a thumbs down. Yeah, me too, that house. Michael James says, Rusty, no, go back to New Mexico. How about Las Cruces? Las Cruces is too big a city for me, but thank you. Carol McKibben, hi, Rusty. This place seems to be really off the beaten path if you take that road into consideration. Seems kind of far for medical attention if you need it in a hurry. You certainly can't walk to the library or the grocery store from there. No, you can't. No, I agree. No, it's a little too inconvenient for me. This is Beer 30 a long time ago. First and last, we're all thinking this wasn't your last video. Most of us would never have discovered your channel. Thanks for sticking with it. Well, you're very welcome, first and last. Well, the reason I stuck with it because it gives me something to do. You know, and at my age, that's one of the things that you need to work at. Find something to do, man. Bobber Guy 1, Google indicates the resort is permanently closed. This means property owners are on their own for services. The roads will probably continue to get worse rather than better. Well, apparently Google is wrong because they had their maintainer out fixing up the road and doing they were busy fixing it up. So Google is wrong. Jen, that neighbor might be the owner. It could be. Never know. Yeah, because he just built that to put his antiques in. So yeah, it could be that house. That could be their house. D. Anderson, Rusty doesn't care about emergency services. He says he survived COVID with no real sickness. Rusty is as healthy as a horse. People who go to the hospital all the time end up in nursing homes at the mercy of some weirdo worker who beat and defile the elderly. Living in fear is no life. No, I agree, but also people go to the hospital and they don't come out alive. You know what I mean? Shit, man. Hospitals are dangerous places for humans. I promise you. MW Happy 24. What's wrong with your property in Fort Clark Springs? You loved it at first, then you didn't. Well, I haven't fallen out of love with it. It's just a matter of I was thinking about living in another place where about here. But apparently that's not going to happen. No, I like the place in Fort Clark Springs. I mean, I'm on a real dilemma about that because I'm not too excited about selling it. Lisa Richter, I have a friend with a vacation spot there in the DMR. That's Davis Mountains Resort. She gets wild donkeys come right up to the house. Yeah, there are donkeys out there and mules look like. It is roughing it though. Not sure what you were expecting. Oh, I've been out there before. You have to drill a well or use a water catchment system or haul it in. I think that was a water truck that passed you. Yeah, it was. And but anyway, no, it's pretty primitive. It's like kind of like Terlingua Ranch. Daisy Muffin, it was obvious, Rusty, that you were being surveilled. Well, it could be. It doesn't matter. Don't care. John Mayer says, sweet Quonset. Yeah, it was. Those things are very sturdy, man. They'll last forever. Tom Wilson on the Tarantula says, those little beggars can jump too. I was trail riding, had one jump up on the front fender of my motorcycle. No, they can jump. No, you bet they can. I don't know how they can. I've seen them. Nancy Ellis, better relocate it a couple of miles away. If he gets under your Classita, you'll be carrying it onto your home base. Of course, I wouldn't relocate it. I'd just make sure it wasn't heard of again. Where's that fly swatter? I don't think you'd want to hit that thing with a fly swatter. You might want to hit it with a baseball bat. Julie Muley, my new home, says, to everyone recommending Starlink, do you have it? We do. Better than nothing, but it drops out and has nowhere near the speeds promised. Rely on it for emergency phone? No way. I think everyone has a different experience with the Starlink. It depends on their view of the sky. If there's any trees around, that causes problems, and other things. Al Fur, thumbs up. Dodger Blue, spiders have never bothered me when I was young and stupid, as opposed to being old and stupid now. I hated snakes. The only good snake was a dead snake. Now I don't want to socialize with a snake, but certainly I prefer they move on and have a happy life. Yeah, me too. I don't go around killing stuff just because it's different. You know, Al Fur, thumbs up. James Micken, pretty country, but wouldn't getting out in the bush fire be a worry? Nice drive though, thanks. I mean, I guess you could worry about everything. I was, I mean, I could live out there, not a problem as far as, you know, the location. It's just that, you know, it's just a long way from anywhere. You know what I mean? If you want to run in and get something, nah. You know, Alfur thumbs up on the spider, and then Hockey Nut on the new home says no. Captain Trips says I have lived on washboard roads before, and I never did get used to it. No, it's aggravating. I've done it too. Thank you, Captain Trips. Francis Ebeke, lots of privacy and very pretty. Cooler than Central Texas by a lot. Likely not for me being too remote. Maybe part-time living there. Yeah, it is definitely cooler because it's up in the elevations. You know, it's about the same as Capitan in some areas. This person's name is 10 Truck 28 on the home. Hey, Rusty, you getting high with Levi? Make a U-turn and head back to Capitan? No, I don't get high, man. I get low. I drink beer. Mark Bahak, my new home. Good luck improving that structure. Plus, the ride in and out to town would rattle most people's teeth out of their skulls. Not to mention beating poor little Sparky to death. No, I agree. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I mean, in fact, I think I pretty well indicated that in the video that I really wasn't interested. First and last, I agree with you. You don't drive that far to stare at your neighbor. Pretty view, though. Yeah, it was a pretty view, but too many people around. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, Rick Hearn, that road was so bumpy my fillings fell out just watching. Yeah, I hear you, man. King for a Day's got a few here. I'll read a couple of them. More people have been injured trying to get away from tarantulas than tarantulas have injured people. There must be something genetic in all humans to act the way we do to spiders. Probably true. This is it says at about 11:39, a lot of these little things can be from 20,000 and up to the sky, as expensive or more for what you get than a car. Also, you want to bring your electric car out here? Think that would be a good idea. I don't know, man. It says that's the busiest country road I've ever seen. No kidding, man. It was. I don't know why. I guess maybe because of the rain, people are checking out the roads. I don't know. Tom Sharp, if I had a vote, and I don't, I would vote thumbs down because of the 5-mile rough road. I voted thumbs down for the same reason, Tom Sharp. Ramona Rain, I like it there. Only one problem. It is a long walk to town. If your car doesn't start one day, if cars did not break down, that would be my place. Well, you know, cars are very reliable now, but if you couldn't get it going, you'd be screwed. That's sure, unless you knew a neighbor, or maybe. I wouldn't. The Rambler says, yo, Rusty, check your phone. Most new phones have the option of working over Wi-Fi. If you get Starlink, you don't need cell service. Mark Bayek says he would if he were away from home traveling to get supplies. I think your goose is cooked if you have a medical event way out there. Yeah, I've used my phone to make Wi-Fi calls before. I've got 2 Pixel 6s, and yeah, they'll both do Wi-Fi calls. Mark Babcock, yep, I bet a 4-wheel drive would be the way to go, Rusty, man. An M35 truck hauling water, then a Mercedes station wagon going the other way, looking forward to whatever comes next. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting place, isn't it? John B, banjos, yeah, John B, Deliverance. Yeah, I could hear the music too. Angela, we'll do a few more here. Angela Lonergan. Let's see the one-room cabin as well. Well, the one-room cabin, I finally found it, but it was right on. It says it's got 6 acres of land. It does, right on the side of a mountain. Yeah, the mountain goes like this, and the cabin's kind of stuck on the side of it. Yeah, I don't know how they got it there, man. They had to really work at that. No, there was no parking. Well, there's one little road that kind of went like this. I mean, no. HWM Liberty, amazing little creatures, tarantulas. Yep. Moya King, That road is as smooth as a baby's bottom compared to the road where my caravan is, and they don't intend to make it good. Well, Moya, you do you and we do us. CB Vet, Rusty, I think Cloudcroft beats that place. What do you think? Uh, well, in some way, it's just a different place, a different area. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Steve Engelbrecht, I wouldn't travel that road if they would let me live there free of charge. I hear you, man. GF, tell that dude you want a BJ and never mind, I got and a sandwich, but you don't always get what you want. I hear you. Dale Jablonski, hell to the no. Crappy roads, HOA, fire hazard. No, I got you. Apparently, the majority of people didn't like it. Huh? I didn't like it either. This is on the Quartzsite, RTR Quartzsite. Yeah, I went out there in my Prius. Tony Davidson says, "Hi, Rusty. I'm binging on some of your older videos of you in the Prius at the RTR 5 years ago, January 16, 2017, listening to Bob Wells talk about mail forwarding. You discussed the nudist camp, among other things. Interesting." Yeah, but the nudist camp was a bunch of people over the age of 70. You want to see a bunch of old raisins and prunes? No, I don't. Tony Davidson, hi, Rusty. Interesting resort. Not like any resort I have ever seen. Good luck in your hunt for a home. Yeah, home base. Folks, in Fort Davis, Texas, I'm afraid that there's nothing for me. I did find they had a lot for sale in town in a good location. See, there are locations that aren't so good, okay, and I figured that out real quick. So I started looking in the areas that I would be willing to live, and there was a lot for sale, just a blank city lot. I mean, I'd like probably, I don't know, 120 by maybe 120 lot, $95,000. You got me? With nothing on it, just blank. No, that's out of my league, guys. Uh, Tony Davis says hi. Yeah, I read that. Out of here says, I can't believe how much traffic is out there. Too funny. I agree. Fort Davis is a beautiful little town with amenities close by. I would like to be on the edge of town. Well, there's just not much for sale here, man. And what is for sale is damn expensive, man. I'm not kidding you. So I may put a little by Fort Davis. Why? Because I can't afford to live here. Not the price. And not only that, grocery prices are high, gasoline prices are high, and it's like that year round. It doesn't go away. This is not temporary in this area. No, I mean, but I could live with that if I could find a reasonable place to live. But no, what I was looking for, I wasn't even close. Anyway, Targa Wheels, we'll do 2, 3 more here and then shut it down. Targa Wheels, thanks for taking us with you, Rusty. I'm sure other people just like myself looking for places to possibly move to. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome. Cal Bob 750. And once the deal closes, how many days to remove the used vehicle accumulation from the property? Yeah, well, all that building would have to be swept clean if I was going to buy it. And anyway, HWM Liberty says, I read something about a volcano coming back to life out that way. If I find it again, I'll post it in the comments. Here is something interesting I found easily. It says the 35-million-year-old Davis Mountains are formed by magma from 2 volcanic centers, the Paisano volcano west of Alpine and the Buckhorn Caldera northwest of Fort Davis. Well, thank you, HW and Liberty. I didn't want to buy a volcano. Bar Kerr says thumbs down on the house. Debbie Debcore 1 says seems like there's a song about the highway to hell, hard to pass. Henri Codgers, can't see you staying that far out in the boonies at your age. Might as well be on the Terlingua Ranch. No kidding. Rosemary 12's pretty, but no. No, I agree. All of you had the right idea. But anyway, with that in mind, from here in this area, this is Rusty 78609 saying, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, and buy whatever you choose. And then drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much as in snack. You know what I mean? And the only way to lose weight and keep it off, and you know it and I know it, is what? Eat less. So get you a smaller plate. It does help, believe me. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet it is, man. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch, stretch, stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because you'll feel better immediately and you may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negativity in. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So give those neurons something positive to work with. How about that? Pretty easy, huh? Don't watch the news because that's all negative crap, and you know it. And then what else? Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on. Adios, bye-bye. Hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha. Until the noon video, which will be going to McDonald Observatory that is run by the University of Texas, and they look at all the cute little stars and constellations and stuff. Anyway, guys, adios. Bye-bye. Hang on for beer 30 this afternoon about, I don't know, 4:30 or 5. Anyway, enjoy your day. Carry on. Bye-bye.